It's that time of the month again, I think, where we're going to rank enemies based on some random stuff. And today, much like the randomness of the other tier lists, we're gonna be tiering every ultrakill enemy or entity ever that appears in the game based on how well they can be teachers at school or teach at school, whatever the title of the video is. But before we get into this video, guys, join my Discord server. Okay, that's it. Enjoy the video. So we are back at this awesome tier list once again that has every entity ever, but we're only gonna be working with the enemies that appear in the campaign. Living things, not some stuff like paintings right here. So let us begin. First of all, V1. How well would this guy teach in school? Man, now that I'm thinking about it, that's such a stupid thing to talk about. Well, V1 is a robot that does not have any educational thing in its coding, I assume. So this guy's gonna be either killing all the children at the school or only that. Yeah, there are no ors. He can only kill the children, so it goes in F. Filth looks like it has an IQ below room temperature, so it is going to know nothing. So it can't even teach, just like V1. Okay, I'm still not gonna be fair on this guy here, because I still hate him. And I imagine because this guy is such a big coward that he's gonna be afraid of the kids in school. So this guy's gonna run away in fear. I mean, obviously understandable, because I cannot imagine how scary being a teacher is. So this guy can't teach either, so it goes an F. I imagine this schism because they're like kinda two people in one, right? So maybe they will try to teach, but they're gonna be very bad at it. So this goes in like maybe C. It is able to teach kinda, but maybe it's gonna struggle. Morris is just a rock. It's gonna stare at the kids and they're not gonna understand anything. So this also goes in F. Man, a lot of people in F already. I was just reminded that something wicked was reworked. It's not the same skinny guy that I know and love anymore. But anyways, that aside, if this guy even so much as enters the vicinity of the school, everybody's just gonna run away. So not only will they not learn anything, but also shit their pants in the process of escaping. So this also goes in F. The sword machine. Well, this guy is actually pretty smart. And I am unsure if this guy is like V1, who has nothing in his algorithm other than killing. So I'm gonna put it in D for doubt. Cerberus. This guy is just a little big. Other than that, he's pretty capable of being a teacher. I believe it is only fair to put Cerberus in A, not S, because it's a stone statue. It can't talk to communicate well. A drone has no hands, cannot speak. Probably dumb. So goes an F. The street cleaner. If this guy can stop holding W plus M1, maybe it can do something. I believe this guy's gonna go with sword machine in D because of the same reasons with the sword machine. Cancerous rodent is literally just a rat but with cancer. So it goes an F. Very cancerous rodent is the same exact shit except it's very. So it goes an F as well. I don't know if I should even explain to you guys why this guy cannot be a teacher. First of all, in real life, he's probably gonna be ugly. Second, his hands are mouths. Like this guy, I don't know how his organisms work, but if this guy wants to hold a marker, he'll probably end up eating it. Or maybe he can hold the marker perfectly. I have no idea. Wait, what? How would that work? Yeah, this guy's gonna go in D because he's gonna struggle with holding a marker to be drawing on the board. Even worse if it's a chalk. And he can't speak to communicate. So, moving on. V2 the first. The same reasoning for V1, I guess, because, you know, they're the exact same guy, except their color is different. V2 the second, same shit. The only thing these robots can teach to kids is probably how to kill kids at schools, but then nobody's gonna be alive to use that information. This subject is very wrong. Soldier. It's gonna be one above Stray, I believe, and we hear noises from this guy, so we know this guy can talk if he wants to. So this guy goes in B probably. A Mind Flayer. I don't see why the Mind Flayer can't teach at school. However, the Mind Flayer should consider wearing some clothes before walking into a school, so you go in B as well. Now I see a lot of you guys comment about where's Mirage in the tier list videos, so we're gonna talk about Mirage now. Mirage is actually pretty smart with the dialogues that she spits out at you in the secret mission, and she's just just like V1 except not, because killing isn't the only thing in her mind. So she goes an S, and assuming she's good with kids at school, she can teach very well. Corpse of King Minos, this guy isn't gonna be understanding that we're gonna be teaching kids at school and this guy's the teacher. This dude's gonna be bigger than the entire school building, so that's already a huge minus, just like his size. And also the kids are gonna be afraid, so this guy goes an F. And it's gonna give parasites to all the children there. That's not gonna be healthy at all. Now, Minos Prime. This guy is a perfectly functional human, except without a face. And you know what Minos Prime and Sisyphus Prime can do very well? Is to teach kids about the anatomy of, nerves and shit. Because their bodies are transparent, so that really helps them a lot if they're teaching science. This goes an S. Flesh Prison doesn't even think, I believe, so it goes an F. Same shit as the eyeballs of the Flesh Prison. Gabriel the First. You know that one meme, superheroes can't be managing kids very well at a school. I believe it's gonna be the same shit as Gabriel the First and Second, so it's gonna be in D for Gabriel First and Second. A Virtue. I have no idea if a virtue can speak or not, but if they can, well, that's one good thing. But they're gonna be only having wings, and they're gonna be actually scary because biblically accurate angels are scary. F, because you can't even do anything. The Stalker, I just know kids are gonna hate this guy. The kids are gonna kick this guy out of the classroom. So without this guy even trying, he's out of the classroom. So this guy goes an F. If there is one thing Stalker has to teach the kids, is to how to be annoying. So that's bad. Sisyphean Insurrectionist, kids are gonna be afraid of him because, half of his body's missing. And also this guy can't speak because no head. And can't even spectate kids during exams because no head. So goes an F because no head. Mysterious Druid Knight and Owl. These guys are gonna be like the substitute teacher that everybody's going to like. They just have that aura with them, so they go an S tier. Why not? The knight can think, the knight can write, the knight has a normal body except it's just a skeleton. Sisyphus Prime. The same reasons for Minos Prime. Flesh Panopticon, same deal with Flesh Prison, and also this as well. The sentry cannot do shit. It's gonna land headshots on the kids if anything, so this goes an F. An idol is literally a statue, it cannot do anything, goes an F. A ferryman is literally a sweat at everything, and I just know this guy is gonna be trying his best to be a teacher as well, so goes an S. The Leviathan is even bigger than the corpse of King Minos, I think. Well, it's a very hideous looking monster, so goes an F. Then we got the mannequin next. Maybe it's gonna be in B tier, because this guy is gonna be so fast that the kids won't be understanding anything, and when they ask to run that by them again, it's gonna be explaining fast again, so it's not gonna work. The cow cannot possibly teach. This goes an F. Big Johninator. If this guy is able to speak anything else other than kill me, come on, kill me, then maybe it has a good chance at teaching. If not, then it doesn't. So it goes in C. Gutterman, I just feel like it can't do very well at teaching, because one, I don't think it has a very loud voice or can even speak English to be able to teach kids. Actually, language shouldn't be a problem, but he has a giant minigun attached to his arm, so I don't know, it goes in C, I guess. I actually can't think of anything for this guy. Gutter Tank is made to counter Gutterman, therefore they are better than the Guttermen, so it goes in B tier. This blood puddle of a guy is just liquid. It can't hold anything, I imagine, and it can't even speak, so it goes in F tier. Oh, Benjamin. This guy is huge, unless this guy lets the kids get into his brain and he communicates through his brain alone and turns off the defense systems and make a safe environment for the kids up there. Maybe he's gonna be the best teacher ever. So maybe go as an S tier only if what I said can happen with Benjamin. I don't believe we need to include the defense systems because they're just machines with one purpose in their mind, I say. So yeah, that's it. This is the tier list that is based on how well enemies can teach kids at school as a teacher. I think my reasonings were more dog shit than the other tier list videos I made, but who cares? It's all for fun anyway. It's not like they're one day gonna be teaching at school or whatever. So if you got this far in this video, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you liked it, or maybe even comment or subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. And I shall see you in the next video. Take care.